With a slogan like Go Green, there is no mistaking the amount of on-campus efforts for recycling. However, when students move off campus, they often find it's not as convenient as it was in residence halls and classrooms. The main problem is that many apartment buildings do not offer recycling in addition to trash pickup.
Yeah, it does bug me that we don't have any recycling services.
Senior Noah Strayer lives in the Gates apartment building, which just recently got recycling bins due to a change in ownership.
We just try to do our best to sort what's recyclable and what's not, and then we just don't really throw anything away.
We have recycling bins at each of our communities.
G. Park is the general manager of Campus View Apartments and says they started recycling at another one of their properties outside of East Lansing.
Meridian Township contacted us and asked us, hey, would you be interested in being part of the recycling program?
Though Campus View Apartments offer recycling in their 3 buildings, most companies in East Lansing still do not.
The programs that they currently have in place are really not very convenient or efficient for a housing community similar to this.
Just down the street, Campus Village Apartments do not offer a recycling system because community manager Katie Larner says the participation is just not there.
We hear loud and clear that there's definitely a small portion of the population that asks about recycling. Unfortunately, it's not as big of a commitment of most of the students.
MSU Greenpeace co-president Jackie Zarzaki says her group is creating a petition to add mandatory recycling to apartment buildings.
Like a huge percentage of MSU students who live off campus live in apartments, and I know that lots of MSU students are concerned about like sustainability, the environment, conservation, and things like that.
Over 50% of trash thrown into landfills can actually be recycled instead.
If you don't have any method of recycling, that's going to go in the landfill, and that's something that could be recycled.
And Larner says their goal is a possibility, as long as East Lansing helps solve some of the problems apartments face to recycle.
It's one thing to say, okay, this is mandatory, that's fine, but then what is the city of East Lansing going to do then to make it feasible for us to make that happen?
But for off-campus students like Strayer, simply having the option in their apartments makes recycling that much easier.
Yeah, I mean, the easier you make it, the more people that are going to participate. At some point, like if you want people to recycle, you almost have to make it easier to recycle than it is just to throw something out.
In East Lansing, Aaron Eschels, Focal Point News.